Right. Previously, we learned about attributes. We went through a few well-known mandatory attributes, and we're going to test it today. If you see here, we got two paths to reach Autonomous System 5000 from Autonomous System 1000. There are two paths. And we are going to see how this network 55.55.55.55 appears in router 1. So let's go now and put the basic configuration. This is just fresh routers. No configuration so far. I'll use a notepad to quickly configure this. This is for router 1, G3/0 125.12.0.1. Next is interface G4/0 145.14.0.1. See, I don't need any IGP routing protocol. I don't need OSPF or EIGRP here. The reason is we are not having more than one router within an autonomous system. In case if this autonomous system has got like 5 routers, I may run OSPF within this circle. But every circle has got just one router here. It's not needed. But what is needed is BGP. So I say router BGP 1000 neighbor. Neighbor is to form neighbor. Network is to advertise. I'm not typing network. I'm typing neighbor. Now this neighbor, which is router 2, 125.12.0.2, remote AS 2000. When I type this, it's just used for forming neighbor. This network will not be advertised. This network will not be advertised. This is just to form neighbor. BGP packets will be sent to this neighbor. TCP IP3 handshake will be sent. Keep alive will be sent. Open messages, open confirm. At last they establish neighbor. Only for neighborship. If someone from remote want to ping this address, they cannot ping unless you advertise it. Next.
I'm back, sir.
Welcome. Another neighbor, which is 145.14.0.4 for router 4. I'm giving .4. Remote AS 4000. That's all. So these are all the configurations that's supposed to go on router 1. I'll go to router 1. Finish. Done. So now if you go and check this command show IP BGP summary, you should see 2 neighbors configured from router 2. We have to configure, then only it will come up. Likewise router 4 We need to configure, only then this neighbor will come up. Till the time it will be in an idle state or active state. Active means it is trying to find a neighbor. Idle couldn't find the neighbor, couldn't reach the neighbor, because we have not configured R2 and R4. So R1 is configured with 2 neighbors with the remote autonomous system correctly configured. You see router 2 is in 2000, router 4 is in 4000. But the neighbor has never come up. So far, neighbor has never come up. Let us now move on to router 2 configuration. Router 2 also has got the similar name, interface name, and the IP address is 12.2 here, and here 123.23. The autonomous system is going to be 2000 for this router, and the neighbors are 12.1, who is in autonomous system 1000. Another neighbor is 123.23.3. This is the address of router 3. This is going to be 3000. Router 3 is going to be in 3000. That's all. There is nothing more to configure. Let us now paste this on router 2. Done. See, BGP neighbor with router 1 has come up. Has already come up. Let us finish router 3. Then we'll go to router 5 and 4. Now, router 3 here, 4, 135, 35. Three,
so gig 3/0 should be.
Correct. Now gig 3/0 123.23. Listen, this one. This is gig 4/0. That's right.
So IP, I think it would be 5. Okay, this is 4, right? Router 3, sir, right?
Yes. Yes, we are configuring on router 3.
Okay.
The neighbor will be 2 here. Remote AS will be 2 here. And here the neighbor will be about 5. Who is in autonomous system 5000. Now that's all. This goes on router 3. Now next is, let us finish router 4, or let's finish router 5. No, let's finish router 4. Router 4, if you notice, G4/0 is 145, 45, 0.4. This one is 145, 14, 0.4. The neighbors are 1, 5, router 5, and then the autonomous system, this one is 1000, this one is 5000. This goes on router 5, sorry 4. What about this one? This should be 4000 because we are doing on router 4. Okay, finished. What next is the final router. I want to do it on the command line. On router 5, interface G3/0. IP address is going to be 135.35.0.5, 255.255.0.0. Interface G4/0, which is down here. IP address is 145.45.0.4. And then I also have a, oh sorry, something is wrong, not 4, 5 here. You know how I know something is wrong? Immediately it was showing me an error. Duplicate address. Because on router 4 also we have the same address. Here router 5 also I tried to give the same one. It immediately found. So let me bring it up again. It should not throw me any error. Now we also want one more loopback interface for testing 55, 55, 55. So I'll say interface loopback 55, IP address, done. Now we have configured only the IP addresses. Let me finish configuring BGP. Router BGP 5000. No, not 500. See, I made a mistake. But I'm trying to put 5000. See what happens. It says BGP is already running for 500. Meaning you cannot have more than one BGP. So let me remove the old one. And run router BGP 5000. Neighbors or 145.45.0.4. Remote AS will be 4000. Neighbor 135.35.0.3. Remote AS is 3000. So we got the neighbors configured. Let's check whether it has come up. Yeah, with router 4 it has come up. I can see an acknowledgement. Now it has also come up with router 3. Okay, see. Let's begin from router 5. Show IP BGP summary. See, router 5 should have two neighbors, 3 and 4, which is in autonomous system 3000 and 4000, and it is up. Alright. So router 5 can see two neighbor. Likewise, router 4 can see two neighbors. Show IP BGP summary. Two neighbor. It is up for this. What is the meaning of this 0? It means that there is no prefix learned, meaning we have not advertised any network from router 1 and 5. Router 1 has not advertised anything to you. Router 5 has not advertised anything to you. No prefix received. That's the meaning. Prefix received, null. State is established. State is established. If it is not established, you will not see a number here. 0 is also a number. State should not be idle or active. You can have a 0. 0 says that neighbor is there, but see, 7 packet received, 7 packet sent, 5 packet received, 3 packet. Means they are communicating, they are established neighbors, but no update has come so far because we have not advertised. Okay, let's check it in R3. Show IP BGP summary. Here also you can see the neighbor is up, but no network learned from the neighbor. Router 2, show IP BGP summary. Same, neighbor is established, no prefix learned. Router 1, show IP BGP summary. Earlier you were seeing idle state, but now it's established, but nothing learned so far. Now, if you want to see any network learned or not, this is one place where you can see whether we are learning or not. Now, to know whether we are advertising and learning, both receiving and sending, can be seen here by typing show BGP. If you remove the summary command, you get another command which will show you whether we are learning anything or advertising anything. We neither advertise nor learn. What is next? Next is, I'm going to advertise the network from router 5. Router 5 has got a loopback. See, show IP BGP, now it is not advertising anything nor learning. Show IP BGP, show IP interface brief. You can see we got a loopback interface called 55, 55, 55, 55 network. To advertise this network, router BGP 5000, I already told you the neighbor command will not advertise any network. See, we have used neighbor command in various places. Do you see any network learned, advertised? Nothing. Only a network command or redistribution will help you to advertise. Now I'm using a network command to advertise 55. We also learned that we should match with the mask. Now what is the mask? This is the mask. Yeah. Now if you check this show IP BGP, you can see that this router 5 says I am advertising this. I am. How do you know it's I am? See, there is no next hop. Locally origined. Locally origined. I am advertising it. I did not learn from anyone. If I learn from someone, I'll have a next hop address. This is locally originated. Now, show IP BGP summary will not show anything because we are not learning anything from the others. But router 3 will be learning and router 4 will be learning. Earlier, it is 0 here, but now you will have 1. Meaning one prefix learned from router 5. Which one is that? Show IP BGP. This is the one. See? next hop. You are learning next hop. Also the autonomous system number from where it is coming. It's coming from autonomous system 5000. And what is this I? It is not redistributed, it is advertised using network command. That's the meaning of this I. Now let's move on to router 1. Earlier when I typed show IP BGP nothing, but now I got 55 network coming from advertised by two neighbor. One is router 2, another one is router 4. And you see again the next hop, well-known mandatory attribute. For this network, you got two paths. One via router 2, autonomous system 2000, another via router 4, autonomous system 4000. How do I know? Another well-known attribute says this is the via. I need to go via 2000 if I want to reach this network using this gateway address. If I use this gateway address, I need to send the traffic to this. So it shows not only the next hop, it also shows the AS path. You see 3 hops. Packet should go to 2000, 2000 will send to 3000, 3000 will send to 5000 if you go via this gateway. But if you go via this gateway, there is only 2 hops, 4000 and 5000. Just like this. Which one will be preferred? You see, the one with the greater than symbol is what the best one. You got two valid. We got two valid routes to reach 55 network, but elected one is via gateway 4, router 4. And the AS path is 4000, 5000. And what is this again? I says from both the direction. From both the direction. This network is learned. From both the direction, this network is learned because of advertisement using network command on 5000 autonomous system. It is not a redistributed one. It is advertised one. Show IP BGP 55/32. This also shows that you got two paths available. Path number 2 is the best. Second path is the best. This is the second path. Going where router 4 is the best. Yep, so it shows the AS path. About the origin we learned, it's advertised. It's not redistributed. Listen, it's not redistributed. It is IGP means advertised using network command. Local preference, we have not seen it, so I do not want to talk on that. And this is the best one because of the shortest AS path. Shortest AS path by default. If you are not tuning any attribute, most of the time, based on the AS number, the path will be elected. Now check the routing table. You will have the route. Show IP route. Learned through BGP 55 network. Administrative distance is 20. eBGP, no? Administrative distance is 20. For IBGP, administrative distance is 200. Now, what next? Instead of advertising here, I'm going to redistribute. See what happens. I remove this network command. When I remove, immediately it will be removed everywhere. Go to R1 and check now. It's gone. Check the BGP table. Nothing. So IP BGP summary. See, it has gone to 0 again. Show IP route. Nothing. Yep. So I'm going to redistribute now instead of advertising. How will I do that? I can say redistribute connector, then it will advertise all the connected network. Or I can do like this. I can write one static route, IP route 55. Simply I can also have any mask. Pointing towards null 0. It's null 0, not any physical interface. And I'm going to say router BGP 5000 redistribute static. That's it. So the only static route that I have is for 55 network. This will get redistributed. Let's verify. Show IP BGP. Look at this. It says I'm advertising this network from local. And what is the origin? Incomplete. Because we are not advertising it, we are redistributing it. If you are advertising using network command, it will be I. Now let us go to router 1 and check the same. Router 1 says, okay, give some time, it will come. Yeah, router 1 says I'm learning one prefix from both the neighbors. What is that prefix? 55 000. But you see both are incomplete only. So again it is going where router 4, it is because of less AS path. Show IP BGP 55000. You can see that there are two paths. Path 1 is the best here. Which one is the path 1 here? Why router 4 is the best? You see the origin is not IGP, it is incomplete.
Sir, why it is showing incomplete? Because it is redistribute?
Yeah. Redistribute is identified as incomplete. That is how BGP identifies the redistributed routes that are learned through redistribution. Yep. So 3 attributes we learned, well known and mandatory. Number 1, AS path. Do you see the AS path here? Yes. And then secondly, we learned about the next hop. Do you see a next hop? Yes. Thirdly, we learned about the origin. We see that. These things are advertised as BGP updates that I want to show you here. I want to sniff a packet and show you the updates. So now I'm going to generate some update by refreshing BGP on router 4. Clear IP BGP. You see there is an update message coming from router 4 to 1. See, this is the update message coming from 4 to 1. And now see the path attribute. You see, it says origin is incomplete. AS path is 4000 and 5000. The next stop is 145.14.4 For which network? For the network 55.55.55.000 network player reachability information. See how nicely it shows, no? The origin incomplete. All this, is what you see in payload. Yep, that's it. These are all the things that we saw in the previous class. Now we will continue with the theory, then we'll come back here.